Okay, let me share my screen. Yeah, okay. Yesterday, what we discussed about what is Oracle Fusion and what is the difference between on-premises and cloud, and what are the models available in cloud service like SaaS, PaaS. We discussed all those things, and even we discussed Fusion architecture. Okay, any doubts, any clarification need on yesterday's session?
No, not for now.
Yeah, okay. Let's start for today's. Okay, today we are going to see user management in Fusion, how we will manage users. I can say user management. Okay, see, generally in R12, how you will create users?
By going to the sysadmin.
Yeah, sysadmin, right? Okay. By
Correctly,
using
yeah.
sysadmin, by using sysadmin, we will create the user,
Yeah.
and we will assign responsibilities to user. But if you come to Oracle, here we are not having any sysadmin concepts. Users will be created by using Oracle Identity Manager. We already yesterday discussed, right, what is the purpose of OIM and IDM, Oracle Identity Manager. You remember this one? Yesterday we discussed what is this? Yeah, IDM. What is the purpose of this IDM? To create users and to assign roles. Roles means responsibilities. So here in Fusion, by using Oracle Identity Manager, we will create the users and we will assign the roles to user. Here by using Oracle Identity Manager. And in Fusion, we are having two types of roles. One is, two types of users. Implementation user and employee user. See, I didn't say even these two users are available in, even if you logically, if you observe, in R12 also we are having these two types of users. But there is no separation. But if you think logically, already in R12 also we are having two types of users. See, what is exactly implementation user and employee user? Implementation user means whoever going to implement ERP, those users are called implementation users. If you see in R12 also, as a consultant, they will create one user for us also, right? In R12 also, as a consultant, sysadmin, he will create user for us to do the setups. But only difference is we are not having any employee association. But if you take who is the employee user means whoever enter daily transactions on your on client system, those are called employee users. That means business users. See, in R12 also logically we are having two types of users. One is implementation, that means example is consultant who will do the setups, and employee user. Employee user having employee association, and example is business users. Who will do day by day, who will enter day by day transactions. But like that, there is no separation in R12. We will create both type of users, whether he is a consultant or a employee. We will create by using sysadmin, and we will assign whatever responsibilities required, we will assign. But if we come to Fusion, we will create implementation user by using IDM. That means who implementation user nothing but a consultant who are going to implement or set up who are responsible to do the setups related to Fusion or ERP. If you come to employee user, these users we will create for HCM by using HCM, Human Capital Management, means HRMS. For employee users, employee association is there. Any doubts on this one? These are the mainly we are having two types of roles. Two types of users, and one is implementation user, one is employee user. Implementation user we will create by using IDM, Oracle Identity Manager. Employee user we will create by using HCM. Mainly implementation users will do the setups, means who is responsible to do the setups, and example is consultants. And employee user nothing but a business user who will enter day by day transactions.
So in this case, there will be two different responsibilities. One is IDM responsibility.
No. See, these are not responsibilities. IDM and these are tools, middleware tools.
Okay, middleware tools. Okay.
Yeah, we will see those responsibilities. Whatever we are assumption is right, it's a role. We will see that one. What exactly next after this user management we will see what is exactly the meaning of role.
So Rishi, defining employee users from SCM, how important it is to learn SCM as well?
No, HCM no need to learn anything. Just only see, first of all, you never do the employee creation, right? User creation. Your sysadmin will do. But as a course, we have to start from our our setups from scratch, right? That's the reason we have to know how to create the users. See, if you take even in R12 Oracle, if R12 also, you no need to, for as a SCM consultant, you no need to know HCM. Just only how to create employees and what are the employee main details. That is enough for us to know.
Okay, right.
See, first of all, this activity we never do. Whoever maintaining your system, I mean sysadmin, they will create the user management. Who is the guy responsible for user management? They are the responsible to create all these things. But here we only doing. Got it right?
Okay.
Yeah. Any other questions? Okay. So this is the main difference between even implementation user and employee user, and IDM and HCM. We will use these two middleware tools to define the users. Okay, let's see. First we will start how to create user. Let me log out. See, this is your what is you can call Fusion Cloud application. See, initially Oracle will provide you one seeded users. Why? Because by using that one, we have to first of all we have to log in, right? We have to log into application and we have to create our own users roles, and we have to do setups. So initially Oracle will provide you one default username password details. Okay, anyway here I am using this is the Oracle provided one, PRC implementation. Okay, this is the user
like operations.
Yeah, you can consider the operation. See, first of all, if you want to log in into application, you need to know username password, right? At least one username password you require.
Yeah, that's what operations.
These are the seeded Oracle provided username. So I am using that one.
So it is Richie. So the seeded one, it is an implementation user or it is employee user, or it has both the.
Yeah, no. Whatever I log in, right? That is a implementation user.
Okay, already.
You can see IMPL. That means by using name only we can see he is the by using this one. PRC means procurement. IMPL means implementation. By using this user, we can do the setups related to purchasing and core purchasing, related to only purchasing. But anyway, we no need to use this one. We are going to create our own user, right? So no need to discuss more about this user. Got it right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just to log in, I am using this user, seeded user. So this is your home page. Anyway, I maybe after discussing this user management, we are having one more topic, FSM, function setup manager. That time I will go in depth all these things. But as of now, just consider how to create user. I will come back again, complete all these things. So if you want to create user, what we have to do? We have to go to Oracle Identity Manager Middleware tool, right? IDM. I have to go to this tool. So if you want to create any user by using ODI, just click on this user. Here you can find setup and maintenance. From here we will do all setups related stuff. Anyway, just I already told that I will come back all this stuff once. Just let me first create one simple user. I mean implementation user. So select anything. These are called offerings. This is financials, and this is procurement, order management. This is procurement. Just select anything. I selected procurement and click on setup. So these are here. You can see all purchasing related setups. Okay. First click on initial users. Come to right side. Here you can find out required task and all tasks. Click on all tasks. Here you can see create implementation user. Once you click on this hyperlink, it automatically will connect to the IDM. It's a single sign on. If I click on this one, see automatically it's going to connect IDM, middleware tool. So click on administration. I will come back all these things. Okay, let me first create only one implementation user. So here you can use create user link. Just click on that one. Give last name. Just I am entering IMPL. User type consultant. The email not required email. His username is I am giving same username as last name. Just I am providing the password. Okay, just click on save. Your user got created. Okay, let me close this IDM. Here you can see, right, you can search by using users or roles means responsibilities. You can search here. Let me search let me confirm my user got created or not. See, yeah, my user got created. So I am closing this one. Let me log into implementation user, whatever we created. E4 IMPL. So it will ask you to reset your password, enter your old password and new password. Submit. See, once I log in, here if you go to, you can see here, right, if I click on setups and whatever actions by using this user, I didn't see anything. Why? Because as of now I didn't assign any responsibilities to this user. Even if in Artwall also, if you simply create in a user and you didn't provide any responsibility, how it look like? Just it's simply a blank page, right? So same thing here also. Just I simply created one user, that's all. I didn't provided any access. I didn't provided access to any roles. So this is just only home page we can see. This is the your main navigator. Here also you can see nothing is there. It's about his CV, I mean his resume and social media. Only few limited versions you can see here. Okay. This is how we will create implementation user by using IDM. Okay, next what we have to do? We have to provide access to roles to this user to do the purchase order or inventory setups, whatever it may be, related setups you have to do. First we have to assign few related roles. We will see, first of all we will see what is the role. Let me log off this one. Come to here. First we will see what is role. Okay, so next up is role security model. See, let me compare first with the R12. See, in R12, suppose if you want to provide access to any data or any related to function, how we will do? First we will create a one function or submenu, right? Function or submenu or you can call it function. First we will create one function. Next what we will do? We will create one menu and we will assign this submenus to this menu, and next we will create one responsibility and we will assign this menu to this responsibility. Next we will assign some profile values to this responsibility, like default what is the ledger and what is the OU, I mean what is the business operating unit. We will provide those profile options values. So based on that profile only we are restricting or we are securing our data. So whatever the things we will provide, ledger name or OU name we will provide. Then what we will do? We will assign this responsibility to user, right? This is the process we will follow in R12. We will create one function, I mean form, or so it's a purchase order form or requisition form. We will assign this to one menu. We will assign to one responsibility. For responsibility we will provide all required profile options. Then this responsibility will assign to user, so that user having access to corresponding, he can access corresponding ledger data or OU related data. But in coming to Fusion, here first of all there is no responsibility concept. Just please try to understand this concept. Just ping immediately you can stop me whenever you require if you didn't understand. Okay, here there is no responsibility concept. Here we will use only roles. Okay, what is exactly role here? See, here generally we are having 4 types of roles. We will see one by one. See, if you want to compare with the R12, what we can do is, how we will compare is, submenu or function is nothing but a duty role. Menu is equal to job role. Here anyway I said there is no responsibility concept, right? No. So this is not applicable. Combination of responsibility with profile options is called a data role. So we will assign this data role to user. One more role is there, employee role, abstract role. This is nothing but a employee. So what we will do is, it's having at this point of time, it's having there is no specific functionality with this role. Mainly we will use only these 3 roles. Okay, these are the 4 types of roles. Okay, now we will see what is exactly duty role, job role and data roles. As of now, you clear, right? If you want to map with the R12, you can map like this. In R12, function is nothing but a duty role in Fusion. Menu is equal to job role. Responsibility, it's no need to map anything. Why? Because we are not having any responsibility concepts. Responsibility with the combination of profile options equal to data role. Any questions on this one?
No, not for now.
Okay. Let me take one example to explain these roles. See, for example, in our organization, we are having 3 jobs. Buyer, requester, okay, requester, buyer, and I can say what will say warehouse analyst. Let me say warehouse analyst. Okay, these are the jobs. Here, if you take duties of these jobs, what is the main duty of requester? I mean, what is his functionality? What he will do? He will raise the requisitions. This is his. What he can do? Buyer, he can do requisitions, and he can create purchase orders. Okay. Let's say warehouse analyst. He is having 3 responsibilities. I mean 3 duties. Requisition. He can create requisition. He can create purchase orders, and he can receive the material also. So these are my jobs. In our company we are having 3 jobs: requester, buyer and analyst. And what is their roles? Requester is responsible to create requisitions, buyer can do requisition and purchase orders, and analyst, he can create requisitions, POs and also receipts. Okay, these are the duties. Okay, now if you want implement this solution in Oracle R12, how we will implement? First of all, how many responsibilities required?
PO, procurement.
Yeah, total how many responsibilities we have to create? Total 3, right? One responsibility having access to only requisitions. Second responsibility is only PO to PO or requisition. Third one with including receipts. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
So what we will do in R12? First we will create one menu. Sub menu, or we can call it as a function. So first I will create one menu for requisitions. I mean, this is a function. It will allow creation of requisition. This is the requisition form, or he can view the requisition. And I will create one menu. I will attach this menu to this submenu to this menu. Then I will create one responsibility 1. Then this responsibility, what we will do, we will assign operating unit or ledger, whatever it may be. Okay, then we will assign this to user. If you want to go to buyer related one, what we have to do? We have to provide access to, we will create in one submenu, and that submenu having access to requisition plus purchase order. And I will create one menu 2, and I will create one new responsibility. If I want to provide analyst related one, I have to create one submenu. Under that submenu, what are the things we have to provide? Requisition, we have to provide access to requisition form. PO plus receipt. Why it's not? One second. Something wrong. Okay. So like this we will create 3 responsibilities. We will assign these 3 responsibilities to the user. This is what we will do in R12, right? See, if you consider here is requisition from who provided this one? Oracle. Requisition and purchase order provided by the Oracle, and even receipt form also provided by the Oracle. Okay, like this we will follow the process in R12. But if you come to Fusion, what I said, function is nothing but a duty role. What is duty role? Duty role, it contains all the duties related information. That means the access to requisition, access to purchase order is creation of requisition is one duty, creation of PO is one duty, creation of receipt is one duty. This is called duty role. Duty role will provide access. It will provide the access to the corresponding action. I mean corresponding process means what is the what are the duty role is a it will provide access to the duties. That means creation of requisitions, creation of purchase order, or receipt creation is one of the duty role. Like that we are having seeded duty roles. Okay, next coming to job role. Job role is nothing but a combination of duty role. See here what we done. In menu 1, we assigned a requisition form to menu 1. If you come to menu 2, what are the forms we assigned? Requisition plus PO. In menu 3, we assigned requisition, PO and receipt. So if you take here same corresponding job role, what we will do is, if you want provide access to only requester, for this job role we will assign only one duty role, that is having access to requisition form. If you want to provide job role to buyer, that job role should have 2 duty roles. What are the 2 duty roles? One is requisition, one is PO. So job role is a combination of duty roles. Okay. Next, in R12 we will create responsibilities. But here responsibility concept is not applicable. So next what we will do? We will provide profile options to the responsibility side. But here what will happen is, see, duty roles also provided by the Oracle, job roles also provided by the Oracle. This data roles based on your entity creation, it's automatically generated. What is here? Transactional entity. See, we can create transactions at different level, right? One is at ledger level we can create transactions, or BU level, I mean BU operating unit means in Fusion we will call it as a BU. BU level we can create transactions, or inventory organizations we can create transactions. So what will happen exactly how these data roles will generate is, suppose I'm having one data role as a buyer. My data, see here I'm having data role. This is also data roles also provided by the Oracle. This is a data role is combination of duty roles. See here how we will assign menu to the responsibility. Same thing. It is a combination data role is a combination of job roles. But whenever we will create these transactional entities, it will automatically generate. We will see how it will generate now. See, suppose I am having one data role underscore buyer. Let's check role 1, data role 1. Okay, just I am giving some names. I will show you what are the exact names later. See, suppose if I create one ledger, system automatically what it will do is, it will create one new data role with the combination of data role plus your transaction entity. Transaction entity nothing but here ledger. That means what is my new data role? Data role 1 underscore ledger 1. This is my new data role name. So system automatically it will create one new data role. It is the combination of your data role plus newly created ledger. If you assign this data role to the user, user can access only related to ledger 1 data. Suppose if I created one OU1, so how system will generate data role? Data role with the combination of your OU1. OU1. So this data role we will assign to the user. So user having access to only OU1 data. This is called a data role. Data roles, whenever we will create any transaction entity like ledger, BU or inventory, automatically all the data roles, data roles will created combination with data roles plus with the combination of corresponding transactional entity. So that if once we will assign this newly generated data role to the user, user having only access to the corresponding data only. This is called data roles. These are the main roles. So these things we will provide, these data roles we will assign to the user. So any clarification on this one? Please try to understand. This is the main key point here. Roles concept is the main here. Duty role, it contains what are the duties available, like requisition creation is a duty, PO creation is a one duty, that means it's a function. Receipt creation is one function, that is called duty role, is a list of all these functions. Job role, what it will contains? Combination of job role. If it's a buyer, what are the duty roles we have to assign to this job? Requisition and PO. If you take analyst, for this job role, what are the duties we have to assign? Requisition duty role, PO duty role, receipt duty role. So how data roles will generate? Data role is a combination of these job roles. But how this automatically data roles will generate? Whenever we will create any transaction entity, automatically system will generate one new data role for you, so that we can segregate the data. Suppose if I create ledger 2, how it will create now? Data role 1 underscore ledger 2. So that if I want to assign any user, if you want to access to two ledger data, I have to assign these two. Suppose for example here I am having user 1, user 2, user 3. Okay. Suppose if you want to assign only ledger 1 data to the user, we have to assign this data role. If user 2 having access, if you want to assign access to only for ledger 2, like we have to assign ledger 2 data role. Suppose if user 3 having, we want to assign both access to both ledgers, we have to assign these two data roles to the user. This is how here data security will maintain in Fusion. Any questions on this one? Any questions?
No.
Sorry?
Understand.
Yeah, that assigning is simple, right? Just only I will open the user and I will assign. But before that, you have to understand these concepts. How data roles are going to generate.
Yeah, we got it. Now just we are imagining, so we could see in the front end, then we can.
See, that's only here I mentioned in R12. In R12, what is the function? Requisition form is called nothing but a function. What is the menu? It is a combination of functions or submenus, is a combination of menu. This menu we will assign to the responsibility. Same thing. Duty role is nothing but a function. It will having contains the functions. It contains the duties. Requisition creation is a duty. PO order creation is a duty. Receipt creation is a duty, or we can call it as a function. Job role is a combination of these three. These data roles, duty roles. Data roles is a combination of job role. This data role also provided by the Oracle. These three will be provided by the Oracle. But how we will segregate the data means whenever we create our own ledgers or BUs or inventory, system will automatically create the data roles with the combination of corresponding transactional entity. So once we will assign that corresponding roles to the user, he is having only access to only corresponding entity data only he can see. Any questions? Hello Amit, anything?
No, I'm fine. Thanks.
Amit, Ketan, Manoj, are you having any clarifications on this one?
Can you show us one example? So that would be much more.
Yeah. Anyway, we are going to create our own ledger, right? That time I will show you. But first of all, are you clear with the concept?
Yeah, concept-wise, we are good. I mean, I'm good, but we just need to see how it works
See,
in
you
the
can relate it. You can relate with yeah, artwall also. Here, what we requisition is a function, right? It is a one function. Purchase order is a function. So same
Right.
thing. Duty role is a function. You can call it as a. If you want to relate, it is a function here. Menu is a combination of functions, right, or submenus. Here, job role is a combination of duty roles. Same thing data role. But here in artwell manually what we will do for responsibility, suppose if I want to give access to one BU data on one operating data to the user, what I have to do? I have to log into the profile, I have to assign profile option, operating unit profile option to the responsibility. Then we will assign that responsibility to the user so that he can create, for example, he can create requisition against only to the corresponding operating unit. But here data roles how it will generate is whenever you create one new OU, it will create one new data role is a combination of a data role plus with your OU. So that means the data role having access only to that operating unit. So once we will assign that data role to the user, he can access to the only corresponding OU related data. Why? Because this is completely changed when compared to R12. That's why only I'm asking. Let me know if you are still having any doubts. I mean theoretically. Once we maybe you will get more idea once we will enter into system. As of now, you will clear right what we will do in R12, what we will do in Fusion.
So how it differs with the MOSC in Artel?
See what is exactly MOSC?
I mean,
Multi-org
Multi-arg
access
structure,
control.
multi-arg structure only, right? How we will restrict
yeah,
that one? By using profile options, right?
right.
But here what here also indirectly system only creating you one job role. So see here I am having one job role. Let's say here we are having one job role called procurement requester. This is the seeded job role. Okay, procurement requester I am having. This is the seeded job role. See, suppose if once I created two BUs I created. BU here, BU means here nothing but operating unit. BU1, let's say BU Hyderabad, or let's say BU India, BU US. Okay, I am having two operating units. So in Artwell I am having one responsibility. What is this? Purchasing, let's say purchasing super user. Okay, purchasing super user. So if I want to provide, I am having two users. User 1, user 2. Okay, let's say user 1 only. Purchasing super user. See, if I want to provide access to only Indian operating unit, what I have to do? I have to assign India operating unit to this responsibility, right? In Artwell.
Correct.
So then I will assign this responsibility to this user. But coming to Fusion, we are already having complete seeded job roles. I mean data roles. Data role is nothing but you can consider as a responsibility. Just for understanding purpose, I am saying. See, once I will create BU, what it will do, BU in India system, what it will do is, it will create one new data role with the combination of BU underscore IND and procurement requester underscore BU US. So if you consider this data role is having access to only corresponding Indian data only. Internally it will link up system will generate whatever security tools required for this one. System automatically will generate, and it will generate one new data role for you. So we will assign this data role to the user 1, so that user can enter requisitions against to only this India BU only. Suppose if I want to assign provide access to US BU, then what I have to do? I have to assign this data role to the user. And if I want to provide access to both BUs, what I have to do? I have to assign both data roles to the user. Are you clear now? See, yes. Here we are manually assigning BU to the responsibility, but here system automatically assign BU or ledger or inventory to the corresponding data role, and it will create one new role with the combination of role name and your transaction entity, means ledger or BU or inventory. This is automatically system is generating, but here we are profiles we are assigning manually.
So Rishi, one question.
Yeah.
So as you said, like you will. So based on the whatever operating units you have, system will automatically generate those data roles, right?
Yes, yes.
Combination of your role plus
yes.
your.
Yes.
So let's say I have 5 operating units. It will
generate 5. It will generate 5.
Okay, irrespective of whether we have to use it or not.
See, See, if you are not using, why you are having data roles, that one you can simply delete. I mean, just I'm saying, no, don't delete. Just I'm saying. No. See, suppose no. I'm having data roles, 10 data roles and 10 operating units. Seeded data roles are 10. Okay, 10 operating units. Each data role will come. It will combine with 10 operating units. That means 10 into 10, 100 new data roles will generate.
Okay, so doesn't matter whether we use it or not, but it will still generate.
Yeah. See, use it means whatever required things you assign to the user. Remaining things let it be. If you don't want, even we can disable also those roles. See, in the case of responsibility also, Oracle will provide lot of responsibility to you. You will use all those things. In R12, we can find lot of responsibilities, right? See, suppose I am having one responsibility, I am having 10 responsibilities. Now I am not using 5 responsibilities. What we will do? We can disable, right? Same thing here also. If you don't want, currently you are not using, you can disable the role.
Okay.
But here you have to understand is how these data roles will get generated. That point you have to understand. See, suppose I am having one more for if you want to create any receipts or anything, we are having one seeded role, warehouse manager. Okay, warehouse manager. So the warehouse manager means we can receive the material. So receiving the material is the transaction at what level we will enter? What is the transaction entity level? Inventory level, right? We will do receipts at inventory level only, right?
Yeah.
So now I am having 3 inventories: Hyderabad, Bangalore, and one is Milpitas. So now how many data roles will generate? Warehouse manager underscore Hyderabad is one data role. It is having access to only Hyderabad. Warehouse manager underscore Bangalore, it's having only access to Bangalore data. And warehouse manager underscore Milpitas, it's having only Milpitas. Whoever, if suppose if I assign this data role to the user can receive the material against to only Milpitas inventory organization, not for Bangalore or Hyderabad. Like
But
this, yeah.
You will have a different ledger, right?
Yes. See, ledger also same. Here already explained for ledger also. Suppose I am having one data role 1. Suppose I created 2 ledgers. How system will generate new data role? Data role is a combination of ledger 1. Data role is combination of ledger 2. If any user, we have to, suppose here you take user 1. We have to assign, if we assign only this ledger 1 data, he can enter ledgers against to ledger 1. User 2, he can enter manual entries against to only ledger 2. But if you take ledger 3, we assign 2 data roles. So he can enter manual entries against to both ledgers.
Okay. Okay, got it.
See, simple point. We are having predefined data roles. Okay. Whenever we will create any transaction entity, whatever it may be, the ledger, BU or inventory, system automatically it will assign that corresponding ledger or BU or inventory to your seeded data role, and it will create one new data role for you. That new data role is nothing but a in R12 combination of responsibilities plus profile option. That is nothing but your new data role. See, here I assigned BU, right? So user can access only BU India data. Here also same. If I assign this BU India responsibility, user can enter requisition against to only that BU only. Any questions? Still any clarifications? Everyone is clear, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, for now.
Okay.
Unless we do it into the instance.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Unless we
but
do it, we could try it out practically,
no, but at least concept you understand, right? Concept.
Yeah.
See, in R12, what we will do, we will manually assign profile options. But in Fusion, system automatically will assign that BU or ledger or inventory to data role, and it will generate new role to you. Simply what you have to do, you have to assign that new role to the user based on your requirement. Okay, shall I move to further next topics?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. Now we are going to let's discuss about functional setup manager. This is the key component here. We will do all the setups by using FSM, functional setup manager. Okay. See, if you want to implement R12, what we will do in R12? First, we have to assign super user, I mean whatever it may be, PO super user or payable super user, whatever setups are required, those corresponding responsibilities we will assign to user, right? So then user login into that, suppose he is implementing now purchase orders, he will log in into purchase order super user and he will do all purchase order related stuff. Okay, before that, let's see. See, suppose now we are planning to, now we are working on one implementation project. Okay. How generally in R12 implementation project will start? generally your manager will assign the work, right? He will assign, suppose PO to the one user, inventory to one user, or OM to one user. Like that he will assign. And at the same time, in R12, is there any way to track our project status? Suppose I want to know, your manager want to know where we are. So is there any possibility to take to track the status in R12?
No.
No, right? Okay.
No.
Okay. So no tracking.
Can you come again, please?
Sorry?
Can you repeat the same point?
No. See, suppose we are working on implementation project. Okay. We started working. Now your manager want to know your project status. So is there any way to track your project status in Oracle? No, we can't track our project status in Oracle. Maybe your manager has to use third-party tool or Excel he has to maintain. I assigned this purchase order to corresponding consultant 1. OM setups related to consultant 2, and he has to schedule a meeting, and he has to take all the feedback from your status from you, and he has to update his status. That is how in R12. But in R12, in R12 we are not having any status tracking.
Manager means consultant manager, right? In the office.
Yes, manager. Yes.
Okay.
Let's assume you are working on implementation project, and now your manager want to track your project status.
Got it.
So what he has to do? He has to do maybe some other third-party tool, or he has to maintain all his consultant details and project details in one Excel, and he has to schedule meeting, and he has to take status from each and every consultant to track your project status. That is how in R12. But in a R12 instance level, we can't track that one. Okay. Coming to next. Now we started the implementing R12. So how we will start? Now I am working on purchase order related setups. So I have to log into purchase order, right? PO super user I have to log in. Then I have to complete the PO related setups. So once I set up, suppose if in between if I want to do anything inventory related one, I have to move to inventory responsibility, and I have to do that one. And meanwhile, if I want to do OM related one, I have to move to OM responsibility, and I have to complete OM related one. So like this, how we will it will happen in R12. But if you come to Infusion functional setup manager, it is a centralized environment to do all your setups. That means you no need to switch each and suppose if you want to do PO, you can do at same page itself. If you want to do inventory, you can do in same page. If you want to do any financial setup, everything you can find in same page. It's a centralized repository where you can do all your setups. You no need to switch on forth and back. Okay. Mainly functional setup manager is used to set up application. It is a centralized environment setup manager. We can call it as a setup. Centralized setup we can do by using FSM. Okay. That is FSM. Suppose if I want to do any PO or inventory or OM in R12, you no need to enable, right, any product. You can directly log in. Suppose if you are already purchased, you took license from PO, inventory, OM. Directly I can open PO responsibility. I can do all the setups, even for inventory, even for OM, right? No need to do no need to enable anything. Directly I can go and do. But in Fusion, first we have to enable what are the offerings we took license from the Oracle. So let me tell you a few terminologies here. So generally,
sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
In R12, let's say we have 3 different responsibilities. PO setup, ANV,
Yes.
OM supervisors for an implementation.
Yes.
So you mean to say in Fusion we can perform whatever the activities we are going to do.
Yeah, in single page. That's yes.
In a single.
Yeah, no need to switch any page. In single, FSM is a centralized repository for setups. By logging FSM, you can do whatever you want setups, like finance setups, manufacturing, or whatever it may be.
Rishi, one more thing, like you have mentioned that in Artwell there is no tracking. What is the relation of
No, that's one.
track?
I will come to there. I will come to there. I will come to there. Okay. See, generally, what are the you can say tracks? Generally, we are available in we can say module tracks. Like we are having finance, right? Finance, and let's say I'm having SCM and HRMS. These are the different areas generally available: finance, SCM, and HRMS. If you take finance, what are the things available in finance? AP, AR,
Yeah.
let's say, okay, that's enough. GL. If you take PO, we can call this one as a modules, right? PO, inventory, OM. So we will call AP as a module. BO is AR is one of the module. We will call it as a module. So this is one of the module. PO is the module. Inventory is module. OM is one of the module. But in Northwell, what we'll call this one is a finance or SCM. This is called in Northwell offering. Offering is nothing but a combination of modules. Got it right? Offering is nothing but a combination of modules. Finance offering, SCM offering. Just these are the terminologies. Just for your information purpose, I am providing. In Fusion, we will call this as a finance offerings. We will call it as offering, financial offering, and SCM offering. And if we come to here, Artwell, we will call AP is a module, AR is a module. But here we will call it as a options. AP is a option, AR is one of the option, GL is one of the option. Same thing, PO is one of the option. Right?
These options will come under finance offering.
No,
Those options will come under SCM offering.
yes, same thing. See, in Artwell, what we will call under finance, AP, AR, GL is there, right? Those things we will call it as a module. But in Fusion, we will call it as an option. Terminal name got changed. You got my point, right? Here we didn't call it as a module. We will call it as an option.
Okay. So under finance offering, we have got AP option, AR option, GL option.
Yes. Finance is the offering. Under finance offering, we are having options. At this point, let's say here we are having three options: AP option, AR option, GL option. But in Artwell, what we will say? AP module, AR module, GL module. Like that we will say, right? In Artwell. This is just terminologies we have to understand. In Artwell, we will call it as a module. In Fusion, we will call it as an option. Okay? Just this is not there is no any difference. Just terminology changed. There we will call it as a module. Here we will calling it as a offering. Okay. If I log into, for example, PO module, what are the things I can do? I can create requisition, right? I can create requisition. I can create PO, purchase order I can create, and even I can create receipts. So these are in Artwell, we will call these are the functions, right? Generally we will call this functions or process. But here in Fusion, these things we will call it as a features. What are the features they are providing? Feature is nothing but again it's a function, right? What are the features they are offering? Under this financial offering, we are having options. Option is nothing but a module. Under this module, under these options, whatever the things we are having, those things we are called it as a features. Here we will call it as a process or form or functions we will call in R12. Here we will call it as a features. Just only
So,
terminology changed.
okay. So, Rishi, one question I have is,
Yeah.
so what's the difference between the feature and the duty role?
No, this is just I am saying terminology. There is no difference. Here we are having we will here see if I want to create in R12, what we will just create one purchase order, right? That is what is a purchase order means. It's a function.
Okay.
We will call in R12 it's a function, but here we will calling it as a features. Like how we are calling here module we are calling, here we are having functions. Sorry, options. Just only terminologies I am giving you. How we will call it in fusion. See, no more we didn't call AP module AR module. We will call it a PO option, OM option.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, we already discussed right this point how we will implement any project in R12. Here there is no tracking. First, what we have to do? We have to take the license from Oracle, and we have to do. Suppose if I am having license, you no need to do anything. Directly, you can log in into the system, and you can do the setups in R12. But if you come to Fusion, first you have to create one implementation project. You have to create, that means it's simply name. Suppose you are implementing some XYZ company, while you are implementing project, just you have to, your manager who is maintaining this project, he will create one project name like XYZ project, implementation project, something like that. First we will see, once I will go to system, right, you will understand. We have to create one implementation project. Under this project, first then we have to enable what are the offerings, what are the modules we are going to use. First we have to enable that one, enable offerings. Whether I am going to use finance or whether I am going to SCM, we have to enable that offering. What are the things? Suppose in my case I am using only SCM, so I have to enable SCM offering. Next, what we have to do? We have to enable options. Under that project, we have to enable offerings. That means what are the things we are going to implement. Suppose here I am going to implement SCM, so I have to select SCM offering. I have to enable. Next, I have to enable SCM option. Option is nothing but a module. Suppose in SCM I am implementing at this point of time, I am going only for procurement. So you have to enable only for procurement. We have to enable manually. Under this, again under procurement, again under option, we have to enable what are the features we are going to use. See here how we already, yesterday class if you remember I already mentioned, this is a subscription basis. You have to use it and pay it. See, suppose one company is there, that company no need to use complete PO module. Even he can buy, he can take the subscription for requisition creation only. Remaining things he will maintain in third party system, or he will take the subscription for only for GL only, just for general ledger consolidation. What he will do? He will do all his transactions like creation of PO, APR. He will maintain complete in third party system. Finally, he will transfer his account entries to GL. So that means what he can do? He can take only subscription for GL module, right? Same thing. So you no need to take subscription for complete PO module. Suppose if any client wants, he want only requisition, he can take subscription for only for requisition. You got my point, right? That's the reason we have to enable features. First we have to enable what are the offerings we are going to use. Now I am enabling SCM. Why we are implementing SCM? So I enable SCM offering. Next, what we have to do? What are the modules we are going to implement currently? Now I am implementing all these three. So I have to enable options. And again within that option, what are the features you are going to implement? That means if you consider PO, maybe your client is using only, he want only requisition and purchasing. He don't want any other functionalities. So you have to enable only requisition feature and purchase order feature. Any questions on this one? See, all these things in R12 you didn't do. Directly will go and do. But here this is subscription based, right? First of all, you have to take subscription and you have to enable, means whoever maintaining this project administrator, he will enable what are the things we are going to use, what are the things we are taken the subscription, those things he will enable, whoever maintaining this project. First we have to create one implementation project, then we have to enable offering, then we have to enable option, then we have to, under that, what are the features we are going to use, we have to enable that one. So once this administration task is over, this implementation project we will assign to project manager who is maintaining the project. So what this project manager will do is, suppose for PO he can assign each and every task to the one consultant. Like PO he will assign to one user 1, AP he will assign to user 2. So like that he will assign what are the based on his profile, he will assign the task to the users. So users immediately they can enter for each task status, and so that manager he can see the status of project. So once I will log in into system, you will understand how we will see. But theoretically you are okay, right?
Yes. So this is something like agile.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, but don't expect that much of functionality. Here still few of the things need to improve. Okay.
Yeah.
Why?
But
Because
like
see, once I will give one example. Suppose I assigned PO module to the user, and the project manager assigned to user 1, and he given requisition setups end date as today's date. Okay. Today he completed requisition setup and he marked the task as a complete. But here what will happen is, generally if in Agile, if you take any other project management tools, one notification will go to your project manager. But those type of notification facilities still not there here. So project manager, he has to open the project, that implementation project, he has to verify the status, whether still it is in process or in hold or it's got completed. Like that he has to manually verify.
Okay, manually. Okay.
There is no notification functionality. So little bit drawbacks also there, but maybe hopefully in future release we can. But concepts you understand, right? Whenever you are doing any work, your system administrator who is maintaining the project administrator, he will create one project and he will enable what are the things you took the license from Oracle. Suppose I took license only for SCM, so he has to SCM offering, he has to enable SCM offering. Then under this SCM, what are the modules here? Modules means options. What are the modules you are going to implement? You have to enable. Again, under that module, what are the features? Maybe your client is using only requisition and purchase order. You don't want for receipts or remaining functionality. So you have to enable those features. Once all these things over, your administrator will assign this project to your PM who is maintaining that project. So what is PM project manager will do? Each task he will assign to different consultants. Once consultants, they will complete their work, they can update the status in this project. So project manager will log into this project, he will see the status. This is how we will do implementation. Just this is overall idea.
Okay, good.
But if you take R12 here, this facility is not available. Complete status he has to track in some Excel, or he has to follow up, schedule meetings, something like that.
Yeah.
And
Or
even if you take
basically,
R12, you don't need to enable anything.
yeah, like in R12 they use agile methodology,
Yeah,
like and
those all are called third party. Or even better option is they can use Excel just to track the status.
status, yeah.
Theoretically clear, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me go to. See, I am using. See, our user having not assigned to any roles, right? He is not having access. That's why only I am using seeded user. See, you will create all these setups. See, we have to create projects. All these things we'll do from functional setups, FSM only. First of all, if you want to create any new project or to do any setups, first of all, that user has to having access to functional setup manager, right? See, suppose if I want to do PO setups, what we have to do? We have to assign PO super user responsibility to the user, right? Same thing. If I want to do setups in Fusion, I have to have the access to function setup manager. So for that we have to assign few roles to the user so that he can access. Now we will see what are the roles. See, this is the home page. Okay, just now I logged in. Go to right panel, click on setups. See, here you can see coexisting FCM. These are called offerings. Compensation management is offering, financial is offering, order management is offering, procurement is an offering, product management is offering. Here you can see what are the Oracle providing all the offerings. You can see here.
Yeah, in short, for R12, this is all the responsibilities.
Yeah, but we can't say responsibilities, but just for our understanding purpose, we can use that word.
Yes.
Why? Because here there is no responsibility concepts. Here we have to call it roles only.
Yeah. Not just, but
just for our purpose only.
Yeah.
Okay. See, go to user and click on setup and maintenance. If you see our user, implementation user, he is not having setup and maintenance, right? Why? Because we didn't provide any role access, functional setup manager related roles access. We didn't provide it to the user. That's why only he is not having this option. You remember, right?
Yeah.
We created B4 underscore implementation user. That user not having anything. Especially this setup and maintenance option, it's not enabled for that user. Why? Because we didn't provided FSM access. Now we are going to provide the FSM. Okay, these are called offerings. Suppose if I want to do select order management, if I want to do order management setups, select offering, you no need to do, just go and click anything, setups. This is called your functional FSM, centralized setups. So you no need to switch. If I am in order management, right, in below you can see all OM related stuff. If I want to see financials, click on financials. It will display financials related stuff. You no need to move on back anywhere. Just in single page itself, you can do all your complete your setups. If I want to procurement, just select procurement. This is centralized repository. It is called as a FSM.
Okay, so from over here you can go to any offering.
Yeah, any offering. See, first of all, you have to see how all these things came. Already someone created project. See, let me give you this one. See, now you are able to see this project, right? But how you are able to see? Why? Because this is demo instance. Lot of people created a project, one new project, and they enable offering. That's the reason you are seeing all these offerings here. But if you take fresh environment, you didn't find all these things. Why? Because as of now you didn't created any project, or as of now you didn't enable what are the offerings you are going to implement. You got my point, right?
How we can disable or enable this?
That's one. I will come to that one. I will come to. But if you go to one fresh implementation, I am saying how it look like. There you didn't see all these things. Okay.
So, Rishi, one more question. Like, if you get a subscription, do we get all these default offerings, or it is based on the
based on subscription? See, suppose I want to only for PO, I subscribe for only PO. So all these things you did never find. You will find only what is this one? Where is PO? Somewhere PO is there. Yeah, you will find only this offering.
Okay.
See, that's only, first of all, if you want to see this offering also, you have to enable procurement. See, if you go to fresh environment, you didn't find anything. It's completely blank. You have to create one project and you have to enable what are the offerings you are going to use, right? If you see
Can we create a new project?
Yeah, we will create. No, what I am trying to say is, now you are able to see here. But in actual fresh environment, you can't see all these things. I am trying to say that one. Why? Because if you take, now we are implementing fresh project. As of now, I didn't created any project. As of now, I didn't enable any offering, right?
Yeah.
So if you take that fresh environment, you didn't find all these things. Why you are seeing here is someone created a lot of projects and they enable. That's the reason you are seeing all these things. But in fresh environment, First step is you have to create project. Your administrator will do the project. Anyway, now I am going to that point. Let me create one new project now. So if you want to create project, same thing. Here user, go to setup and maintenance. Our first step is create implementation project. So see, lot of people are created implementation project, right? But if you go to real time, your fresh environment, you didn't find anything. You have to create your own, and you have to enable your offerings, or you have to enable your features. Anyway, no need to, yeah, got it right?
You have created
Sorry?
B4 underscore, you have created B4 underscore INPL, new user, right?
That is user, yeah.
So if you go to that, if you log into that user, you won't see any offering.
No. Instance is same, right?
Okay.
See, don't get confused. This is instance. See, whoever I'm having 10 users. If I log in 10 users also, instance is same. Already, everyone can see all these projects. Why? Because already lot of people got created all this project. Just imagine if you go to fresh implementation, you didn't find any projects. You have to create on your own.
Okay.
Don't get confused. Why? Because same instance using lot of peoples. If you take in our batch only, you people are having 4-5 peoples. If you each one will create for 5 projects, then we can say here 5 projects, right? But what I am trying to say is, in real time, you didn't find anything. Freshly, you have to create one implementation project and you have to start work. Okay. So if you want to create any project, just I clicked on that one. Okay, let me go through again. Log into user, go to setup and maintenance. You will come here, create implementation projects, and if you want to search any existing project name, you can search with the by using this panel. This is searching panel. Now I want to create new, so create new.
So do we have any control mechanism over here, Rishi? Like for this specific HSM, we have only one project, and he can only access it.
No,
Like
this
here we can
is
see all other projects. Can't we control this?
I'm not sure this one. Yeah, see, mainly this is demo instance, right? We can find a lot of the things. I mean other information also.
Okay.
Let me create one project. Okay, if you want to assign any your project manager, you can assign. Okay, so I assigned this one to this one. Just click on next. Just I created one project. See here all your offerings will be available. Now what are the offerings you are going to enable implementing? Suppose if I am going to implement what is this procurement, what you have to do? Where is that procurement? Enable that procurement. Under this procurement, this is the procurement offering, right? What are the options they are providing? Supplier portage is one of the option. Sourcing is one of the option. Whether you are using this one or not. If you click on again purchasing, what you want to do, self-service procurement, whether you are going to implement or not. Like that, you have to enable all the things. So now I am enabling procurement offering. Now we are going to implement procurement, complete procurement suite. So if you want in implement product management, is nothing but a inventory related one, product related one. Just enable that offering also. Like that, your administrator, whoever maintaining this project, he will do all these things. We are not having any access. We are not the right person to do these things, right? Whoever maintain. Sorry.
The administrator means in live example, can you tell who exactly from the Oracle side or from the?
No. You have to take subscription, and you people have to enable. Maybe your project manager.
Okay.
Or who are maintaining this project.
The project manager would be having all these privileges, so we can see all these projects.
Yes. See, that was whoever maintaining that project, he has to take care all these things. See, as a consultant, you are not having access to any create offering. I mean, you are not the right person. Right? Basically, as a consultant, what is your job role? You have to create, that's all. You have to do the setups.
So
See,
the
like
product
that.
manager itself, like he's also one employee in the company. He
Yes,
will be
yes.
also
He is
getting
also one of the
subscription
employee.
from the, yeah, he will also getting the subscription from the Oracle. So based on the subscribed projects, he will assign those
Yeah, suppose if I took
within
only for
the,
financials, I paid for I paid money to Oracle only for financials. He will simply enable only financial. No need to enable all the.
oh,
You have to subscribe.
okay,
I mean,
okay.
based on your subscription, you have to enable.
Subscription is just like our Tata Stay, right? If you want those pack, it's
Yeah,
a
subscription
pack.
means just normal. How, see, suppose if you take any dish TV, how you will subscribe?
Yeah,
First, you will watch all
correct,
the
correct,
movies of 1 month, then or maybe initially only you will pay. So use it and
correct,
pay
correct.
it. That's all.
Oh,
That's
okay.
the
The same
reason mainly
option.
this cloud into came picture. We are not having
Oh,
any maintenance or we are not maintaining any servers. Even we are not having
oh,
any software or hardware anything. Just someone means Oracle. They are maintaining all these things. Pay the money, use it.
correct,
That's all.
correct, correct.
So like that you have to enable anyway. Why? Because this compensation, these are HRMS later on. Just simply I am enabling all. But in real time, suppose if you are going to implement procurement, initially I showed right how to enable procurement. So you have to enable only that procurement. If you are going to enable finance, I mean implement finance, you have to implement only for finance.
So Rishi, FSM can be a consultant as well, right?
Yes, yes. That is a completely FSM. These setups consultant only has to do. You see, FSM is nothing but centralized setups repository. That's all. You no need to in R12 what we will do. We will switch the responsibilities, right? But here you no need to switch. See, based on whatever offerings we are enabling, right? Those things only will appear in your in FSM. You got my point, right? Anyway, let me show
Yeah.
you. Maybe if you are still having it, let me show you. But generally, actually, all these things are not required. Just I am enabling to show you how it will look like. Why? Because now we are implementing only purchasing inventory OM. Only if you take that one, you have to enable only procurement and product management and order management, and if you require account payables. Only those four is enough to enable. But just to for your to show you those details, I am enabling all. Even if I didn't enable also, all these things will come under FSM. Why? Because already lot of people's enable, right? So at this point we can't do anything. Even though if you enable procurement only, you can in FSM you can see all these things. Why? Because already lot of people they enabled complete. Okay, anyway, once whatever required things you enable, just click on save and open project. So now it will create project. What we done as of now? We created project, we enabled offerings, and we enabled options. and even we enable this project to let's say PRC implement this user as a manager, so we assign this project to that user also. It will take a few minutes.
Yeah, in the meantime, so
Yeah,
weekends, you only have taking class, right?
sorry.
Weekends.
Yeah, see, this weekend we don't have any classes. First, let you people's why, because I have to show on, you have to comfort with Fusion application at least 1 week. So from next
Correct,
week
correct.
onwards we will go.
Since it's a combination of US and India, right? Like all the weekends, uh, Saturday morning will be Friday night for them. So, and the Monday morning will be Sunday night for them.
No, that one we will discuss whatever the convenient time for everyone. Based on that, we will
No,
accordingly plan.
for us, this Saturday morning to have classes. That means for them Friday night.
Yeah, yes. That's only. Let discuss with each and everyone what is convenient time. Based on that, we will plan.
Uh,
It will take some time. So what it will do is, once we create the project, it will generate task list is nothing but a, suppose if we create if we enable project procurement offering, right? To do the procurement setups, what are the tasks we required, like requisition setups, purchase order setups, what are the tasks required to complete that offering, to complete that module. It will generate complete all the task list once we create the project. So that's the reason it will take some time, at least 5 minutes. Even maybe tomorrow I will show you this on-premises instance also. There also you can see same thing only. There is no different, 100% same. But only first page you are first page, right? Look and feel. That is only difference. First page look and feel is the difference. That's all. I will show you tomorrow on-premises 11i version also. Okay?
okay.
I will send you this URL today. I mean access. So any questions until you have any clarifications? Anyone having any question? I think it's taking long time and disconnected. Let me create. maybe
So
in
why
it.
don't we
Yeah.
why don't we just for one offering finance? That's it.
No, no, even for that also it will take. Anyway, yeah, I will show you. Okay. Yeah, one I will enable just simply one thing and no, even for that also I think it will take. Anyway, let's try. I think instance itself, it seems today is little bit slow.
Yeah, maybe if you want, we can do it tomorrow in the morning. But like tomorrow the first thing.
Yeah. Anyway, tomorrow from here only we will continue. But I thought today I will show you how it's look like.
Okay.
Just give me 5 minutes. Let's try, or else we will wind up. And
Sure,
meanwhile,
sure.
please let me know if you are having any questions. Anyone
Yeah,
having
the
any?
only thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only thing which I think so is like if we have all the documentation, like you explained everything, like that's okay. But if we have some documentation and everything, that would be really good.
No, see, I'm not having any. See, for that reason, on right, I'm sharing these videos.
Okay. Or if so, basically, if we go to Oracle, we can get the documentation of,
Yes, yes, you can get, you can get.
and it should be the same, isn't it? Like everything what you are explaining should be there.
Yeah, you can find it there also. Okay, let me create one new one. So I will enable only procurement just for a see.
So if you take the procurement offering, so whatever options are in there, it will not take it automatically.
No, you have to. That's all I told, right? If again you have to select what are the offerings. Sorry, what are the features you took the license. See, procurement suite is a combination of sourcing all those things, right? See, sometimes they don't want. They are not using sourcing, or they are not using I suppliers, or even they don't want to I procurement also. See, now it's done. It's created. Are you able to see, right? See,
Yeah.
here you can find out what are the offering. If you log in into this project, let me create done. So now project got created. If you want from search here, so these are the projects. See, if you see the status, project status, what it's showing, it's still not yet started. Who created and who updated, what is the start date, today only start date. Just click on that project, you can see what are the offerings we enable. See, this offering procurement still not yet started. Open that one. You can find all these are the task list. System generated a task to implement complete procurement. What are the tasks required? It generated all these tasks. So go to, just for example, go to here and see here, define common application configurator and define implementation user. Here whatever we used earlier, we created right one implementation user by using this one FSM centralized repository. From there also we can create by going to projects from here also we can create. But if you see, this is very little bit difficult to remember navigation. I will show you easiest way. See here, if you click on create implementation user, it will go to this is, see, this is the one of the task. See, you can see, go to task, this is the task. This project started? No, it's not yet started. So if I want to assign this project, this task to anyone, where it is, somewhere,
Assign task.
yeah. So something, just assign. Okay, let's assign something. Okay, I'll assign someone. Yeah, instructor. Done. So like this. Hello. Yeah. So like this, your project manager will assign each and every task or module wise. He will assign to the consultant. See, once he done the suppose once he completed this one. If you see this one, what are the things, assign task. Now I am assigning this task to different consultant. See here, you can suppose this task he has to complete before 18th. Who is the user? I am your project manager assigning this one to some different consultant. Let's assume in PRC 20. Done. See, if you go to task list, what you can see, this task we assigned for one user, he has to complete within this today only. This task we assigned to another user, he has to complete within this before 18th he has to complete. So like this, your PM who is maintaining project, he can see, that's only I already told, right? It's not having any notification mailer activities. He has to open and he has to verify. Or even what he can do is go to view. Sorry, not here. I will show you that one. See, once this task is we have to complete today, right? So suppose if once he completed, still this is not yet started. So today he is going to start. What he can do is he will edit his status. So work in progress. Save. Now, no, but this one who will do? This consultant, he will log in to his own by using his username and he will update. Now once he complete, he will select this one. Suppose it's got completed, he will give completed. So like that we can try. See here, see the tick mark. Suppose now we started this task. Go to edit status and put on whatever, execution freeze or complete with the errors if you are having. It's under process, in process. See, the status got changed to in process. This task not yet assigned to anyone.
So, Rishi, one question.
Yeah.
So, for example, if it is like it is assigned to PRC08.student,
Yes.
so when he logs in, will he be able to see the task?
Yes. Obviously.
And once he completes the task or whatever the
He has to
change in the
update. He has to update this one.
yeah, he can go and
See,
update.
1 second. That only. When he can see this task, he has to have proper roles. You got my point, right?
Yes.
See, suppose you created one PR. Suppose I created my PR. Okay, one PR. You are my manager. So I submitted PR. It will go to your right.
Yeah.
But if you're not having what is this procurement related responsibility itself, how you will approve?
That's right.
Yeah, same thing. This task we assign to that user, but that user have to have proper responsibility. Proper roles axis. Then only he can see those things. We will see what are the roles required to do these setups. We will see that one. But just I'm showing you project status, how you can track. But here main drawback is, see, now this task is completed. There is no mailer mailer facility is not available to manager. So he has to open and he has to see the status. Suppose if anyone said with error, suppose he completed a task but it's in error, or maybe requirement got frozen. So like that you can change the completely, you can see the status.
So where we can see the overall progress of this project,
This is only your project, right? Now I'm in project only.
right? But we have different tasks.
No. That's what I told, right? Here also some limitations. This is not full-fledged one.
Mhm.
So like this we will do. All these things we will see later. Actions, views, we will see in further classes. What we will do with these options. Any questions? Yeah, okay. See, now we enable only procurement, right? So if you take in real time, we enable only procurement, right? If I go to functional setup manager, setup and maintenance, sorry, click and go to setup. First of all, here I can see only procurement. Why? Because currently I took license for only procurement, not for all. You got my point, right? Why you are seeing all these things is lot of people enable all those stuff, all the offerings. That's only just this is for your information. Don't get confused. Why you are able to see? Why you are seeing all this one? Why? Because this is demo instance. They enabled all the to practice purpose. Oracle enabled all the offerings. They offered all the offerings for you. Okay. But in real time, if you enable only procurement, here in you can see only procurement and you can do only procurement related stuff only.
Okay, got it.
Okay, this information just I am providing you for only for your purpose. Why? Because people also why we are having all these things. Why? Because this is practice instance where I will given you all the access just to practice. But if you take our project, we enable only procurement. So in that case, in real time, if you open any real environment, you can see here only procurement and only procurement related one only. Even if you go to here also, setup and maintenance, in home page, here you can see offerings, right? Here you can see only procurement. You can't see all these things.
Got it.
So any questions or anyone having any question? Amit, Ketan, Manoj, Sumit. Hi Sumit. Anyone?
No,
Okay, if no one having
Not
any, yeah, sorry.
maybe not for now. Maybe tomorrow.
Yeah, yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, actually, from tomorrow onwards, so we will enter the actual classes. These all are just introduction for Fusion only. That's all. What are the changes and how you will enable all those stuff only.
Okay.
But I thought before going jump into the actual class, I thought it's better to having all this knowledge.
Yeah, that is good. Yeah.
Yeah, directly doing setups. That's the reason I'm first 2 or 3 classes we are mainly concentrating on fusion related new terminologies or how we will create all these stuffs only.
Okay.
And today I forgotten to inform you one thing. Yesterday we recorded session, right? I don't know what happened, but unfortunately my voice not recorded. Anyway, I will provide you that backup videos. But today's session it's recorded my voice and no issues. But I don't know yesterday what happened. I will share you the video. End of the today I will share you, and even I will
Okay.
send you the axis, fusion axis.
Yeah.
Okay.
And also, if you can send the Excel sheet which you are writing, that would be great.
Well, this Excel sheet you want?
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically, so basically, this would be a little bit of guide for us, like
Sure. No issues. Anyway, this Excel we will maintain every day.
Every day, yeah, that would be great.
See here we are see this is third one, this is fourth one. Like this we will maintain
That's
each and every tab.
That's right. Yes. Yes.
No issues. I will share this one also. But today at the end, maximum end of the today my day, I will send you the. I will upload the video and I will communicate this. What is this link? And even I will provide the instance access. Just you can do. You can create one new user, one new project. Just tomorrow I will
Yes,
show
yes.
you what is this fusion on premises also. Exactly this as it is, there is no functionality difference. Only first page you are looking, see you are seeing offering site, there you can't see all these things. Only first page look and feel is different, that's all. Except that everything is same. Okay, I will show you tomorrow. On premises instance also I will show you. Anything? Hello?
No, everything. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, then if no questions, we will wind up for today.
Okay, thank you.
Catch you tomorrow. Have a nice day.
Okay.
Good night.
Yeah. Good night. Yeah. Bye.
Bye. Mm.